What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Now in this video we're going to be talking about how to promote surveys on Max Bounty CPA on Facebook ads. Here's everything we're going to cover in this video. What are surveys, how to promote them, using Facebook ads to promote them, how to configure Facebook ads, which objective should you pick, structuring the ad, picking different optimization options, creating the actual ad in Canva, and then finally creating the landing page. Maybe even doing a quiz page if that's applicable to this, and then a wrap up. So we're gonna do a complete, from beginning to end, step-by-step guide for promoting Max Bounty surveys. So I'm here in my kind of Max Bounty campaign dashboard page, and I put in a survey as the search, and I also picked United States because I don't want to promote foreign language surveys, like German or Korean. I've seen a couple of these pop up simply because I don't speak that language and I wouldn't be able to promote them. So I would recommend picking United States or another English language country if you're English speaking, obviously, and you speak English and all that. I also chose mobile optimized and my approved offers because I only want to see offers that are mobile optimized because Facebook is, a lot of it is mobile traffic, and offers that I'm already approved for, as opposed to offers that I need to send a request. It's a lot easier. CPA type, we're gonna put dollar per lead. They're all pretty much dollar per lead. The percentage is really for e-commerce products and high ticket items. So we do search. And so the first step in promoting offers is that you have to understand which offer to promote. Now, I will tell you that promoting surveys is a little tricky on Facebook because Facebook is not super cool, and it's not about really what Facebook wants. It's really hard to target people who want to take a survey. So the way you pick a survey to promote is when a survey actually tells you that you're going to win a specific product. So for instance, Amazon gift card. Okay, you will win an Amazon gift card. Okay, that's a survey you can promote. That's a survey that's a lot easier. And as you can see, it's $2.50 per lead, which is pretty decent, and it's 7 cents EPC. And so if you scroll down, a lot of these surveys are very general. Now, maybe there are other ways of promoting them, but I believe for Facebook ads, it's a lot easier once you know exactly what the benefit is, right? It's all about knowing the benefit. There's another Amazon survey here. It's a $20 per lead. So let's take a look at this survey. Let's open it in a new tab here. And let's see what this survey is about. So it converts on a credit card submit. That is why it's it's a $20 per lead. So obviously that other one, let's scroll up real quick. It is right here. It's probably, it's not a credit card submit because it's only $250. Easy one-page submit, complete a survey. So it's just a survey, right? So this is what it looks like. We can click here. And it's just a simple survey. So it's up to you what do you wanna promote. If I were you, I would probably promote this one because you're gonna have a higher conversion rate, obviously, because they don't need to submit their credit card. It's just a quick, first, last name, address, zip code, and all that. I believe that's all they need to do to get $1.50, and they complete search for a chance to get an Amazon gift card. No usage of the word free, and so you definitely have to read this description and the restrictions as well. And they have an opt-out link, a suppression file, some pre-pop information. We don't really care about that. Please add this at the end of the URL. Okay, we don't really need that. Search restrictions. We're not using search traffic, so this is not applicable to us. And so the good thing about this particular survey is that it's very, you know exactly what we're going to win. Because in many other surveys, so like this inbox dollars, right? It's very vague what they're going to win. So earn cash, not points. And so they earn cash, and, so they can join now and earn. So it's a little vague, right? Now they give you some really good targeting, right? This is another benefit of this particular offer is that they say skew roughly 60% towards female users. Verticals, we see success. And so this is really goldmine, right? This is really good. 60% female, 50-50 ages. 25 to 45. You cannot send 1,000 clicks per day without conversions, which is absolutely fine. And so if you have a blog, financial blog, you can do this. But since we're going to be using Facebook traffic, and with Facebook traffic, it's really hard to kind of give them a benefit. This is a lot easier, something like this with an Amazon gift card, because you basically tell them on Facebook, hey, if here you go, here's how you can enter to win an Amazon gift card. So this is a really good offer to promote, and it's one of the easier offers to promote on Facebook ads because it's very specific. Okay, so let's talk about Facebook ads, right? Real quick now. So a lot of times when you're picking an offer and you want to use Facebook ads, you have to it really helps that you understand right away how will you promote this on Facebook ads, what is the targeting, what is the demographics and all these things. So I have my ad manager here opened up, and when you're promoting surveys or a sweepstakes, which is actually, it's very similar to one of the sweepstakes offers, is that in a sweepstakes, they basically submit their email. Here they need to fill out a survey. So it's very, very similar. And also there are sweepstakes where they also can fill out a longer form. And so for both sweepstakes and surveys, the general pattern is going to be something like this. We're going to create an ad set. And so we're going to create a generic a campaign, right? So something like, let's call it Amazon. Let's call it Amazon campaign. Okay. Buying type is auction, campaign objective. So we're going to use a traffic campaign objective just to keep it simple. You can also use a conversions campaign objective, but then you would need a landing page, and you would also need to configure the tracking on the landing page to send events back to Facebook. I did a study of that in one of the other videos. So if you can, I will have the video in the descriptions, but we're going to keep it simple. Just use the traffic objective without crazy optimization, all that. And so we finished this. We also put something like ad set 1, copy and paste. We put ad 1 here, and we click save to draft. And Facebook is going to create a skeleton of this structure. We're going to have a campaign, an ad set, and an ad, okay? So there are two important things when it comes to Facebook ads. The first is the targeting, and I would say that's probably the most important thing. And when it comes to surveys and sweepstakes, well, we have survey in this case, targeting is a little tricky, right? Because this pretty much can be applicable to everybody. One thing you can do, one thing you can look at is you could look at some of the other offers, and because targeting for surveys and sweepstakes is all going to be very, very similar, because it really attracts a similar type of person. So if you can look at what they're recommending for their offer in Bucks Dollar, chances are it's going to be very similar for this offer, okay? And so what they're saying is ages 18-55 drive majority of our on-site actions, with 25 to 45 being the best in terms of monetization. Skew roughly 60% towards female users. So this is not really helpful, because I wasn't really going to target male or female. I was just going to target both. And so verticals we see success in include, no particular order, financial blogs. And so I guess this is kind of similar. This is a little helpful, but it's also not very helpful. So we're going to go back to our Facebook and see what we can do. And so what I would recommend, so we're going to go and scroll down a bit, and this is the key right here. So we're going to change location to United States. Okay, we're going to change this to United States to make sure that, because this offer is for United States, we're going to pick United States here. Country, region, we're going to pick that. Next, we're going to target 18 to 65. 18 to 55 jar majority. So we're going to leave this wide open. It's not going to make a difference even if some people recommend 18 to 55. We're going to see what the results are, because once you're going to start running the campaign, you're going to be able to see where are the conversions coming from, where are the most of the clicks are coming from, and all that. Gender, we're going to leave this wide open. Detailed targeting, this is the key here. And this is where you have to get a little creative, right? Because it's not a particular product. It's not a particular niche. It's just basically win an Amazon gift card. So we can already start with an Amazon. We can start with gift cards. We can start with discount shoppers. So you have to get kind of creative here, right? Marketing is about being creative. And sometimes you have to be a little more creative than other times. And it's actually not very hard at all. And so what I would recommend is starting with something like Amazon. And so you have this Amazon interest, but it's a very small interest. It's less than $1 million. I would start with Amazon.com and seeing what happens here. And this is going to load 99 million. So it's big right now, but what we can do is edit placements. And what I like to do is when I'm starting a new campaign is I like to basically remove every placement except Facebook newsfeed. Okay, so we're going to unselect everything. And also make sure you unselect everything except Facebook newsfeed. Okay, and also I'm going to unselect Facebook stories because we want to keep it simple. The most profitable placement in Facebook is usually the newsfeed. Later on, if you'd like, you can test other placements like search messages in article and some of the other stuff. So now we removed all the placements. And there's also another setting, which I believe is going to be really good. Let's scroll up. All devices. So we can also pick something like mobile or desktop. And in this case, we're gonna leave it as both. And let's see what else we have. Okay, we picked everything. Let's kill this real quick. There's more options here. And so this is really interesting. We're picking all devices, but we can also target iOS devices, feature phones. We're going to leave this wide open as well. And if you scroll down, we can pick only when connected to Wi-Fi. Now, in some campaigns, I've had more success picking this. Because when they're on Wi-Fi, they are more like they're sitting somewhere, they're trying to buy. Unfortunately, picking this doesn't really change our potential reach. It's still pretty big. And so let's see what we can do. So this Amazon, so we have United States, everyone. So you want to pick everyone who lives in this location because there could be people that are traveling. It's still 93 million. Okay, all genders, everything like that. Let's look at some of the suggestions here. Online shopping. Okay, that's a good interest. So what we can do is we can pick online shopping and let's see what happens here. We have 140 million. What about online shopping by itself? 130 million. And then we have engaged shoppers. So when you have when you're picking interests or behaviors and you have a really big kind of potential reach for an ad set, like I would recommend you have to use something called narrow targeting. And what I'd like to see in my ad set, I want to see around 1 million, maybe up to 5 million. Anything bigger, and Facebook is going to have trouble finding you these buyers when you're just starting a campaign. Of course, if you've been running this campaign for a while, then it gets easier. But in the beginning, you want to keep it around 1 million, maybe 2 million, maybe up to 5 million. So let's see if we can pick engaged shoppers. We can narrow down and see what happens. Engaged shoppers. This is a behavior. And now we have 42 million, still kind of big. Let's see if we can narrow it down with Amazon. Let's get a little creative. Amazon.com. And let's see what happens. 29 million, still kind of a lot. Let's see if there's any suggestions. PayPal, Wish, Shopify, Etsy. So Wish is a site that there's a lot of these discount stuff there, right? eBay is another site where they can shop for discounts. So Amazon is good, but let's see if we can pick something else. Let's see if we can pick eBay and remove Amazon and see what happens. So 13 million. Okay, that's a little bit smaller, and that is a little bit better, right? That is a little bit better because, you know, it's not as big as some of the other ones. What do we have? E-commerce, Wish, MasterCard, dropshipping, DHK, Walmart. Walmart is another good interest. I would also work with Walmart, and what we have to do is remove this. And we have 31 million, still kind of a lot. Let's see if there's any online shopping. Sale promotion. Okay, let's see what the sale promotion can do. Sale promotion. Let's narrow it down. Let's narrow down. Let's remove this. Narrow further, and let's put promotion. Sales promotion. Let's see what happens. 25 million, still a lot. Let's see sales, what we can do. Demographics, this is not what we want. We want interest. And let's see what happens. 23 million. So let's look at some suggestions. Engage, shopping and fashion, sales, business marketing, sales manage. So this is not what we want actually, because this is a business or industry. Let's look at some more suggestions. Target corporations, right? Costco is a really good one. Sam's Club is a really good one. Discounts and allowances, 400 million. Okay, let's see if we can put discounts here. Discounts, senior discounts, student discounts. Discounts and vouchers, that's really nice, but it's too small. Discounts and allowances, let's see what that does. 8.6 million. Okay, so this is something that we can work in, right? So we have sales promotion, Engage Shopper, Walmart discount. So we are, it doesn't really, like, I know we are trying to narrow down using a bunch of different interests and behaviors, but all we're trying to do is get to somewhere that's manageable, right? We want to get somewhere that's 5 million, 4 million, just so Facebook can work with something. Later on, we can, once we have enough data and you start seeing conversions come up, you can basically work with like 30 million, or you could do it wide open, right? You could do it interestless once you have certain amount of data, because Facebook is data-based. And so what we're trying to do is narrow it down as much as we can initially. We're basically telling Facebook where we can find where Facebook can find these people, so that later on Facebook can find them without our help. So let's see if we can try something else. So we have Costco. Let's try Costco instead of Walmart. And we're going to put Costco, remove Walmart here. And let's see what happens. 1.7 million. So this is exactly what I was looking for. So sales promotion, Engage Shoppers. It's an intersection, right? So, it's an intersection of sales promotion, Engage Shoppers, Costco, discounts, and allowances. So we have about 1.7 million people. Now, are these people going to be able to find our offers interesting? Yeah, they might not. We don't really know until we start testing. And this is one ad set, right? So let's go scroll back up. So what you want to do, we have a budget. I would recommend something like $5 a day or $10 a day. Let's do $10 a day. When you're starting an ad, you always want to start it the next day at midnight. We have it set at Eastern time here, New York time. So I have it set up at, I'm going to put in the next day at 12 a.m. Because you don't want to run it in the middle of the day. We're going to keep your audience broad. That's fine. We don't need to do that. You can test it if you'd like, but for me, I've had best results with around 1 million, maybe less than 5 million, somewhere around there. Because if you're doing, let's say, $10 a day, $20 a day, you're gonna have some headroom. You're not gonna run out of this kind of audience. We're gonna leave it wide open, all genders, so we have this kind of interest. And that's what we have so far. Now, for each ad set, you could have multiple ads. And I'm going to keep it simple. And we're going to work with one ad, okay? And what you need to do is you need to create a page, right? So what you got to do is you basically need to create a new Facebook page. And once you create a Facebook page, you will be able to create an ad that's going to be part of that Facebook page. And then, well, it's not going to be an ad. It's going to be a post. You're basically creating a post and then running ads to it, okay? So I'm not going to create a page because I already before called e-commerce school. This was for e-commerce products. So we're going to use this page as an example. And the next stage is we're going to have to add media and actually create the ad. And so the way you create an ad now, you can use a lot of different tools. You can do Photoshop. You can do, maybe a program like GIMP, or pretty much any program that you want to create an ad. I prefer to use Canva. I have Canva. I use it to create various ads. Now, I already created a bunch of ads for different campaigns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up this ad that I have here. And this is a $1,000, Amazon gift card. I basically use the template, and you basically click on this and you modify the text. I added some dollar signs, made them yellow because that's the colors of Amazon. So if we go back to the offer we have, so now this offer, I'm going to close this offer. And so as you can see, you want your color schemes to be very similar. So you have the landing page, if you're going to use a landing page, which I definitely recommend, and this is a must for this campaign. we have the ad, we have the landing page, and then we have the offer page. And all of these three assets, three graphical kind of elements, designs, they need to be very similar to each other, because a person, if they see it's similar, they're going to be much more likely to convert. So I would not make like crazy, like red or green or anything, like random designs. Even the font would be cool to kind of make the font similar, although that is not necessary. And you can even maybe put Amazon boxes on your landing page. This is something very, very very savvy. It's a good idea to do that, but we're gonna keep it simple for this campaign. I already have a graphic. I basically went ahead, I found a template here. This is a free template. Canva is absolutely free to use. And then basically all you have to do is modify the text. So let's go back to our offer. And it says here $500 Amazon gift card. And so register to win is good. You can say register for a chance to win. Register for a chance. Register for a chance to win. Register to win. Register to be a winner. Something like that. All of these works, right? All of these combinations of this. Now in this case, it's a $500 Amazon gift card. So we're gonna go back here. We're gonna modify this, right? 500 Amazon gift card, and now we have an image, and this is a Facebook ad image, right? So we don't really need to go crazy and resize it, reformat it, figure out what is the optimal size for the Facebook ad image. That's the beauty of using a tool like Canva. And so we have our text here, 500 Amazon gift card. I'm not a great designer, so this is the best I could come up with by using a template here. If you do have a design background or experience, you could probably do a much better job than me. And so once you have it set up, even though I can tell you this should probably work fine, what we do is we click download. We click on this button right here in the top right corner. We click download, and it's going to download. It's going to prepare our design, and it basically saved it and download. And then what we have to do is we have to go back to our ads manager here. And what we do is we create an ad, we scroll down, and we add media. And then what you do is add image. Okay, so we're gonna click on this. We're gonna upload images, click on this, and we're gonna click on this, and it's gonna upload this image. We're gonna wait a bit. And now we have this image. It's already the right dimension, so all we have to do is click continue. And we don't really need to crop it to square and all that. I never do that. It needs a link. And so, okay, we have this. And obviously, I would recommend, so now it's a little, let's see if it's a little cropped. Okay, so let's remove that. See how it looks? Okay. Now it's the full image, right? We don't want to crop it. Square images give you more room to showcase your products or services. So I never select this option. I want it to show up because you can look how it is. So you can check how it shows up on your desktop newsfeed and the mobile newsfeed. So this is what it's going to show up on their desktop. And this is what is going to show up on our mobile newsfeed. Okay. So we still have to fill out, the link field is required, and we still have to fill out a couple of things. So if we scroll down, there's a headline, there's a description, and then there's the website. And so what we want to do is, now the way we do this is there's a couple of options to do it, right? Obviously, you could link it directly to the offer, to the Max Bounty offer, by clicking on this build tracking link and then do something like social, raw link, social here, raw link, and then you can copy that link and paste it. I do not recommend doing it this way because Facebook does not like pages, doesn't like ads linked directly to an offer. And believe me, Facebook knows that you're linking to this offer, even if you use a URL shortener, because it probably is tracking this nb10fr.com and various link parameters. So it knows from experience that this is probably an affiliate link. So if I were you, I highly recommend creating a landing page. And the way you create a landing page, which is our next step. So we covered creating the ad in Canva, creating the landing page. So there's a couple of ways of doing it. You can create a basic landing page where, so something like this. So I have an Amazon sweepstakes landing page that I already created for another campaign. And basically, instead of, this is a quiz-based landing page. So what happens is When they land on this page from the ad, we basically tell them take a short quiz and become eligible for a $1,000 Amazon gift card. And the beauty of quizzes is that they qualify the user. Basically, they make the user feel like they're chosen to basically register to win, instead of like just directly sending them and basically telling them, hey, here's a page where you can register and to win. The user wants to feel that they're special. They want to feel that basically, they've been qualified, that they answered these questions and they got them right, even though we don't really care what their answers are, and there's really no right or wrong answers. And so I would recommend making a quiz page. Quizzes always convert better with a landing page than landing pages by themselves. And so I have this Amazon $1,000 sweepstakes, and we can use this as kind of a template for our landing page. Now, I would recommend maybe putting like Amazon boxes here. I would probably not put the actual logo on it. I would maybe use Amazon boxes, or maybe even, if because those boxes do have logos on it, I would probably maybe put just regular boxes if you don't want to put an Amazon logo. But I would not put an Amazon logo there, and I would also put on the bottom, this site is in no way associated with Facebook, and also this site is of no way associated with Amazon. You need that disclaimer, right? Make sure you have that disclaimer, and the way you find it is just by Googling something like a Facebook not associated with Facebook disclaimer, or not associated with Amazon disclaimer, and that's really good, because Facebook will check your landing pages to make sure that you have these disclaimers on the bottom in the footer of the page. And so this is one option that we can do. Now I use a tool to build this. I use a tool called Thrive Quiz Builder, but you can build this landing page in you can build it by hand. You can build it in pretty much any other tool. You can use ClickFunnels for it, and that's absolutely fine. So what I have here is I have a bunch of quizzes here. So if I go to this quiz builder page here, I have 3 quizzes that I created. And so this is our sweepstakes quiz. This is our test quiz that I use to show, basically to do tutorials with. This quiz was live for campaign. So as you can see, 271 started, 217 finished. This quiz was also live. 178 started, 136 finished, 108 subscribers. This email is also collecting emails. This quiz is also collecting emails. And so if we edit this quiz, you can see that there's a bunch of things that we can configure. Right or wrong quiz settings. And we don't really care if the person gets a feedback, whether the question was right or wrong. All we want is 3 simple questions where they are basically, just something simple regarding our Amazon gift card. So I have some 3 simple questions here. Approximately how many times per month do you shop at Amazon? Have you ever won an Amazon gift card before? If you win, what will you use your Amazon gift card for? I just put like, I will buy a new TV. I will buy I think it's something like a kitchen tool. And I will buy, let's go look at this question real quick. I will buy a new kitchen accessory. I don't know yet. I will decide later. So typically I have 3 questions with 3 choices, multiple choices for each question. This actually is a yes or no question with 2 choices, and that's all I have. So I've learned from experience that having 3 questions is like the sweet spot. 2 questions is too little, but you don't want to give them 10 questions because they're gonna get tired and leave. But 3 questions is good enough. Very, very simple. They can complete it in like 15 to 30 seconds, even less, maybe even 10 seconds or something like that. So once we have this landing page, and the way we do it is, this quiz is actually first you create a quiz in this tool, and then you basically create a new page in WordPress. This is just a WordPress site. And if we go to our pages here, we go to our dashboard and we go to our pages, you will see that all it is a very kind of simple page. So this Amazon $1,000 gift sweepstakes, if we click edit, you will see that all it is a short code that gets inserted, because once we create the quiz, so if we create the quiz, if we go back, and once you're done creating the quiz, you're going to be given a short code that you could just copy, and you're going to be basically putting it here, right? So I already have it here, and that's all you need to do. And so when they land on this page, this is the landing page, they're going to see this basic This quiz is going to start up. Now you can configure, you can customize it all you want. There's a splash page. We can edit the splash page in this tool. And so I'm not going to go and kind of edit it and just go through the motion, because I just want to give you like a quick overview of how I create a landing page. I will make another video on kind of an in-depth tutorial on using this tool for making landing pages. But this is a very, very highly configurable tool, because I can add images here. So for instance, I can go and add an image. So I can put an image above this, and then I could insert it and put in another image here. And basically what I would do is put something with shipping, something with Amazon, but maybe don't insert the logo. Or maybe you can even put in the logo, but put at the bottom, hey, this page is in no way associated with Amazon, has nothing to do with Amazon. That's really up to you, although that's going to be much better, right? Or maybe you could put like some warehouse, image of a warehouse or something like that, or whatever people think about when they think about Amazon, something like that. But I would be very careful using one of Amazon's logos, that little arrow. I would be very, very careful, because I know they're super protective about it. All right, so once we have the landing page and we have kind of some of the images, some of the formatting, maybe even change the color of the font to, to something different. Maybe, what are the colors we have for the offer? We have black and yellow. So maybe make it black. Let's see if we can make it black real quick. This is a splash page here. We can make it black right here. And now it's black. Right, because you want to keep it similar. Obviously, you can also change the button color as well. You can do all this great stuff, and maybe make this yellow, right? Something like that. So let's see if we can make it yellow real quick. So something like that maybe, and make this black. So there's a nice contrast there. So I'm not gonna go and actually design it. It's very, very simple. So see, like in 2 seconds, I basically change some of the colors around, and then you click save. And now you have a nice functional landing page that starts the quiz. And when they start the quiz, they're gonna get. So after they start the quiz, right? We have this flow here, right? So we have the landing page. There's the splash page, which is the landing page. We have 3 questions. We have an opt-in gate, and the opt-in gate captures their email address. And this is an optional step. It depends if you want to capture their email before redirecting to the results. So I have it here. I don't have it in some of the other pages. And next we have the result page. So what you want to do is you can have a result page as well. Sometimes I do that. Or you can redirect them to a URL directly. Okay, so in my opinion, a result page is better. And this is where you could say something like, congratulations, you're eligible to win an Amazon gift card. And then they can go and then they can fill out this offer and complete this offer. And remember, the whole purpose of the quiz is to qualify the user. The landing page, all of that qualifies the user. And they feel that, hey, they went through this process, they invested their time, a little bit of effort, and they're much more likely to complete everything and actually submit the offer. Whereas if they just click it and they see all the stuff, they might just back out. So that is why I wholeheartedly recommend always using a landing page, and even a quiz is a lot of fun. I've had amazing success with using these 2 methods. Okay, so now we have the ad. So once we have the landing page, right, you're gonna get, this is a simple WordPress site, you're gonna get the link to the landing page on your WordPress site, and you will have to insert this URL here, right? This is required. So let's say we're gonna put something like yahoo.com just for the hell of it, because we're not actually creating this, right? So it's going to display this here, and obviously it put in all this text here, and you can put, so if this URL is something crazy, you can put another display URL. So you could put yahoo.com here, and it's going to display this URL, because, if sometimes, obviously if the landing page is on the same website as your main site, then it doesn't really matter, right? But it's a good idea to have them on the same site, right? You don't want this landing page, the website URL, to be on some other site, and then have the display URL a very different site. That happens, but typically you want to fill out the display link with something very similar, so they feel that they're trusted. Also, there's a headline which is going to appear above the image. So this is a headline. Interested in, in an Amazon gift card, something like that. Okay, so actually it appears right here. Let's scroll up. So primary text, I believe, appears above. So let's see if we can copy that. Okay, so it appears above. This is your hook. This is the bait. This is what they read first before they see the image. And basically, you tell them a little bit about like what they're trying, what they need to do, what your ad is about. Something like interested in an Amazon gift card, and say like, hey, enter here, click here for a chance to win. Click here for a chance to win an Amazon gift card, something like that. Or what I would do is something like, maybe here switch it around and put something like interested. How about or something like, let's think, doing a lot of shopping this holiday season, and something like that. You could play with it. And then so what we have, then we have the description, and let's see, the description appears on the bottom. Okay, so if we go to desktop feed, it appears on the desktop feed right here. It does not appear on the mobile feed. So you could do a little description. It's typically optional. I typically don't even bother with it. What I really concerned about is this primary text, because sometimes this is the crux of the ad. Then we have the image, and then we have the headline. The headline is the call to action, right? So this is something like, enter here for a chance to win, or to win an Amazon gift card. Something like that, or for a chance to win, or something like that. This is also optional. So, if you want, this is very important. This primary text is very important. It is not optional. It is required, but everything else is optional. Next, we have the call to action. It's learn more. Obviously, you want something a little bit better. Something like, learn more would work. Also, well, it's not shop now, no button. Let's see. I like to have learn more is fine. Subscribe, sign up. Yeah, I would not do sign up, because then they're gonna feel like they have to sign up somewhere, and there's an intermediate step. What I would put is can't download, get offer, get quote, get showed, learn more. I would keep it as learn more. Okay, learn more is really good. And that's kind of the crux of it, right? So now, as we're editing, Facebook is saving this automatically. So you can discard save, which is going to remove everything that you've done. But at this point, we have an ad set up. So what I like to do next is, duplicate this ad set, so we can basically X this. We still have our data here. What I like to do is duplicate this ad set. And I typically like to run, it depends for a campaign, but I like to run multiple ad sets with different interests. Okay, so what I do is I maybe create 3 copies of this. Sometimes I used to run campaigns with 5 ad sets, sometimes 10 ad sets. So a ton of stuff. So what I like to have is, so here I'm going to have, let's see, I'm going to have 4 ad sets. Okay, that's fine just to get started. And what you would do is you would basically rename this ad set because of the interest. So remember, let's look at our interest here. So if we edit this ad set and we scroll down a bit, you're going to see sales promotion. We're going to click edit here. And we're going to see, so all of this is going to stay the same. The only thing we want to play with is Costco. So what I would do is put Costco, right? So I would put something like Amazon Costco, Amazon, gift card, whatever, Amazon, and then Costco. And then I would edit this ad set and try something else. So right now it's a duplicate, so it's going to have exactly the same thing as the previous one. So I might change, I would click on suggestions and try Sam's Club. Sam's Club is like Costco in the United States. So I would basically kill Costco, and I would look at my targeting. Exactly the same. I believe it's exactly the same as Costco. This is perfect. So I would copy this, I would scroll up, and I would replace this. So now I have Amazon and Sam's Club. And then I would do the same for the remaining 2 ad sets. And let's see what we have. We scroll, we click edit. We have Costco, we click suggestions, and we have Walmart. Walmart is also great. Target is a good. Macy's. TJ Maxx is a great store as well. TJ Maxx is a great store for kind of discount shopping. So we're going to go TJ Maxx, copy this. We have 1.1 million. So this is really great, right? This is really great targeting. Now, obviously, we don't know, we don't know what's going to happen until we run it. All we're trying to do is get an estimation, get an idea what's happening. And then once you're going to start these clickers, once you're going to see what's going on, you can go and look at your ad set and see which ad set is doing better. Because it's all about marketing, and campaign running is all about testing. And let's do our final one. Scroll down. Let's see. We go to our detailed targeting. This is where Facebook excels, right? Suggestions, and we have Nordstrom. So Nordstrom is a more of an expensive store. Macy's is kind of a mid-level store. We can try a wholesale club. Let's kill this. And we have, the answer is 310,000. That's a little bit on the small side, right? We want around $1 million, but I could still work with it, right? I could still work with it. Let's see what else is there. There's also Big Lots, Family Dollar. Let's try Family Dollar. Let's see what happens. 640,000. So Family Dollar is also small interest. This is 2.8. This is 3.6. We can have both of these here, and that's a little bit over $1 million, a little bit over 500,000 people reach. So this is fine, right? You can also bunch a bunch of these smaller interests together, and to get somewhere around 1 million people. So for me, this is fine. And then I would just go and put like Family Dollar. I would put something like BJ and Family Dollar as the name of the ad set. And what I have is 4 ad sets using this narrow kind of this intersectional targeting, right? This, we're narrowing interest down. And we have Sam's Club, TJ Maxx, BJ, and Family Dollar and Costco. So this is the most important part of running ads, right? The ad is definitely important. The ad is absolutely important, but it's really hard to mess up an ad, right? We just take a template, provided it's a good template, it's a solid template. I like this template because it's a kind of a Saturday sale template. And so we can do this, modify the text, but the key is with Facebook is the targeting, right? And so we have our 4 ad sets. Each one will have that ad. Each one will be $10. So when you run this campaign, it's going to be $40 a day. Now, if that's a little too much, if you want to spend less, and I would recommend starting off from $5 a day, $10 a day. Once you get more experience, you could do a lot bigger budgets. But initially, I would recommend $5 to $10 a day, $5 or $10 a day. So $40 a day you have here, and you could modify all of these and make them $5 a day for a total of $20 a day, which is absolutely fine as well. And so this is what we have here. We have our targeting, close to 1 million, a little bit over 1 million. We have our landing page here, which is a quiz that's gonna have 4 stages: the landing page, the 3 questions, the opt-in gate, which is optional, and the results page, which is another landing page. The other option is to redirect them to the offer, but I would still like to have a landing page because that tells the user what's going on, instead of just redirect them to another page after they finish the quiz, which I think is a little abrupt. Right, so you have 2 kind of landing pages in the beginning and the end. We have 3 questions and an opt-in gate. And so let's see. And that is exactly how I would promote a Max Bounty survey. Okay, it's very similar process to a sweepstakes. Although sweepstakes are a little easier to promote because with sweepstakes you are told exactly what the winning is in. But with it's not really hard to promote surveys as well. And my tip is to pick a survey that's kind of specific, right? So a lot of these surveys are very general, like survey voices work from home. So let's click on this survey. And what are they telling us about? Yes, it's true, make money from home. So I would not promote something like this on Facebook because Facebook is not a huge fan of these very, very vague kind of offers. Of course, there's another option, right? And I will probably make a video on it later on. But a second way to promote surveys, and pretty much to promote anything, but especially surveys, is to capture an email address using our landing page, right? We have this opt-in gate, and you could create an offer that's, hey, do you like to shop at Amazon or something like this? Download our 10-page Amazon shopping list, and then once they opt in, you could send them emails, and then in one of the emails you could basically say, hey, you could win an Amazon gift card, right? And later on, as part of the email marketing, you could do that. So I will make another video on it in greater detail, but that's one way. Second way you could promote the sweepstakes offer. But this is the basic way of promoting the sweepstakes offer, the survey offer right away. So this is why I would not recommend make money from home. Kind of these are very, very broad areas. I would recommend sticking to something that's very specific, right? That's you will win this, or if you do this, you will win this. Not like a general reward site. That is why Amazon is very nice, and there's an Android app here. But if you can figure out, obviously, there's a lot of ways to skin a cat, right? You can still figure out how to promote these wide offers, but in my opinion, it's a lot easier to promote something very specific because you can just tell the benefit. You don't have to go and say like, hey, do this and you will have $5 or something like that. Marketing and advertising works best when you give them very, very specific benefits. And so that is so here's another travel gift card, right? So let's take a look at this offer real quick. We have your next vacation is on us. So this is possibly an easier way, because you can target travelers. You can target people who like to travel, right? And you can say like, hey, here you go. Do you like to travel? Here's a chance to win a vacation or whatever that offer is. Complete our survey and get a prepaid gift card to use for a once-in-a-lifetime vacation. Okay, and it says get a prepaid gift card. Okay, so you have to understand what the offer is. Any usage of the word free or promotion via SMS WAP is strictly prohibited. Okay, offer converts on email submit, and so you cannot use free. Okay, because it's a chance to win, right? You have an EPC of 5 cents, $2.80 per lead. So this is another offer that you could possibly promote because the benefit is right there. They're not getting points to do X amount of things. They're getting a direct benefit. Okay, so this along with an Amazon gift card are some of the offers I will promote, and there's a ton of other offers here as well. All right, so I hope you found this tutorial very, very valuable. I hope you now kind of have some ideas on how to go about picking a survey offer, how to promote them with Facebook ads, configuring the ads using detailed targeting the ad, creating the ad in Canva, and creating a landing page. We're using a specific product. You can do it in any landing page builder that you want, whether it's ClickFunnels or anything else. And you now know how to combine all these steps together. So that's all I have for you for today. If you enjoyed this video, definitely click the like button. It really helps to kind of spread the video to more people. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And if you're interested in kind of Max Bounty tutorials, CPA tutorials, affiliate marketing, Facebook ads, Google ads, and even like SEO, organic traffic, I'm going to be making a ton of videos in the future about all of that. So definitely subscribe to the channel to get more free content. And thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you real soon.